my community, I am actually experiencing environmental racism and discrimination in my community and have been for the past 3 years and have been fighting it with my community for the past 3 years. So I think my perspective is a little bit different than maybe some of the people sitting here because
I did talk about the Copper Springs. They might not, some might know who Lisa Jones is, but this is Dr. Jones, who is a biologist, and she's been heading up the Wekiwa Airport. I wanted to know who was talking.
So one of the things is that I have found is that it's easy for people who aren't experiencing it to say, yeah, that's terrible, let's do something about it. But then in my experience, I found people didn't do anything about it because they, like everybody else, have their immediate needs that they're taking care of. And when it's happening to somebody else, it's easy to forget, or it's easy to say, oh, you know, I'll participate in this, or I'll talk to the media on that at some later date. While in the meantime, the people who are actually experiencing this here in my neighborhood of where Mercy Drive, in Paramore, in Puerto Rico, it's still an ongoing battle. And especially in the case of, you know, with Paramore, people are still, they have cancer, they're dying. Even if they're doing it slowly, they're dying. I'm trying to keep them from killing the people in my neighborhood. And in Puerto Rico, there are probably people still dying there too. So the thing is that I think it's important for everybody who's here to not just say, let's do something. I think it's important for you on a daily basis, if you really want to do something, to imagine what it would be like for you to be there, because I think that might encourage people to do a little bit more than what they're doing to make a change when it comes to this, to get involved. You kind of have to live it to understand it, but you don't have to live it in order to do something about it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So one of the things I wanted to, in terms of solutions, one of the things that I wanted to address was, you mentioned raising voices and being politically engaged. Well, and in that same presentation, you also mentioned how people don't feel empowered. And that is so true. People, they choose these neighborhoods, these areas, because of the fact that they know people aren't empowered or feel empowered to say something about it, to do something about it. So many people said to me, you can't fight City Hall, you can't beat City Hall. And I'm like, well, we don't know that if we don't try it. But the thing is that they're trying to feed their families. They have 3 jobs, 2-3 jobs trying to feed their families. In their minds, you know what, I really don't want this super fun site in my neighborhood. I don't want to, you know, have to think about the fact that I or some of my family members might have cancer. We don't want this industrial warehouse in our neighborhood. We really want to have, you know, get something done about getting power to our houses in Puerto Rico. But at the same time, we got to eat. We got to pay bills. And that winds up taking up a lot of people's time. Therefore, they don't go out and speak at political, like going to even just city council meetings. Most city council meetings, at least here in the States, aren't people friendly. They put them at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when people have to work, and people can't get off their jobs because their boss may say, look, you get paid by the hour, you go, you don't get paid. So people can't speak up on behalf of themselves because the infrastructure of city government and county government doesn't, Orange County is at 9 a.m. That's when they have their city commission meetings. It's not people friendly. So while people may want to raise their voice and become politically engaged, that is very difficult. It's not made easy for them to do that.